my next pick for the wraparound.
He's gonna do it.
Happy. I think happy. Sad scene or cry scene. When Andy dropped the toys off in Toy Story 3 at the kid's house at the end of the movie.
Now that's a great pick. That is some heavy hitting shit.
Probably.
Wait, that part made you tear up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking. It's not sad. It's like the whole. I know there was a fourth one and everything. I haven't seen the fourth one, but the first three were just.
There's a lot of moments in those
1990s
movies.
babies movies.
Oh yeah.
And when he dropped the toys off, it's like they went their separate ways and everything. You know.
That's true. For me, it was the incinerator part. I was like, oh no.
A couple of but they got out of it, and it was a happy ending, but it made like that was the closest as an adult I've.
Well, it could still be drafted.
I know
it could still be drafted, but not. I like your reasoning here.
Yeah, I mean they're best friends, all of them, even though Andy didn't know that they were like, actual sentient beings. He didn't know that. He still had that was his childhood toys,
It's a rock and a hard place though, because Toy Story throughout all 4 films has something that just gets you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's the hardest I cried through all the Toy Stories, and that's
the
last scene? On my list for sure. That was one of my top. I thought I'd be able to get it later, but
really,
I just uncontrollable because it's like that childhood boyish bond. I think.
Exactly.
It made me feel like a little kid again.
Right.
I remember I was probably in my mid-20s when I saw it. I was on a date or something.
Mm-hmm.
I just lost my shit. I think the Mufasa one is more like. He was the leader. He got killed, and he got kind of fucked over. The sad part there is the boy crying over his dead dad.
Yes.
And the little boy just being like, "No, Dad." It's not the actual. So that's going back to the incinerator thing. So Kate, you're crying during this action scene where it's like, "Oh my God, it's stressful."
And you knew they were gonna get out of it too.
You're just like,
I think.
But it was to me. It was the fact that they all held on to each other, and they're like,
well, yeah, that's
true.
It
was very backdraft, you go, we go. They just.
Can you imagine if they just ended the movie they're in the incinerator?
Yeah,
it's over.
That's it. White Sox Dave would have been like, "What is that bad? Is that supposed to not have happened?"
I'm supposed to feel fucking bad for these toy soldiers, like a fucking Mr. Potato, Mrs. Potato Head.